mountain. Fire. Fire on the mountain. Fire. Fire. Fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain. Fire. Fire. The mountain. Fire.
They have done a commendable job. And we welcome the next group, Mr. Guest of Honor, sir. This is Malewa Primary School. That is on your way, just on your right-hand side as you're heading towards town. Karibuni Malewa Primary.
In front of you is Nelly Avoy and other learners ready to present a poem entitled So sit, relax, and enjoy. So, this point in your life, in this challenge, and it's never. But you and kept going. You should be proud of that. It's added to celebrate the lesson you've learned and the friendship you made along the way. It's a day to acknowledge the past, embrace the future, friends and recollection. A day to tell you that our hearts are filled with pride and love for you. The world is waiting. So get out there and make a difference. Congratulations.
cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. futa agenda. Nitaharibu nitangangana ngangana na 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 na. I'm a defender. Nitangangana ngangana na 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 na. I'm a defender. No retreat, no surrender. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo. Yeye anasema kamata pindo, cheza serebuka, lete mudundo.
Thank you very much. As they leave their dais, we can appreciate them better for bringing us the agenda of the day and congratulating the graduates. So the next line, Mr. Guest of Honor, is our own internal entertainment. We have students from the Christian Union, DTI. Christian Union Group, Dairy Training Institute. Those are representatives of the Christian Union.
Hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
Amen.
Bwana asifiwe. We are the Christian Union. We are only representing the rest. Hatuwezi kuwa hapo wote. Tuna wimbo na I hope mtabarikiwa.
Sema
Siri na see, we have the Catholic CA group. Kindly tuchangamuke, masaa is not on our side. We can move faster than that. CA. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the Catholic Association, also students in DTI Institute. Karibuni sana CA. Asanteni sana CA, let us appreciate them. Tunashukuru. Thank you. Kutukumbusha ya kwamba maisha yetu yote tunastahili kupea Bwana. With your permission, Mr. Guest of Honor, Sam, that brings us to the end of our entertainment, which is our first segment of our program today. Therefore, we want to go on to the next stage. Kwa wale ambao hawaelewi Kiingereza, nasema hiyo imetuletea hatima au mwisho wa program yetu, section ya pili, na sasa tutaingia katika section hiyo ingine ambao it is the section for the speeches. And at this juncture, Mr. Guest of Honor, I would like to invite our Deputy County Commissioner to come and welcome the visitors to his region. Deputy County Commissioner. County Commissioner. Wana Chief yuko? I think maybe they are still holed up in the security meeting, sir. Maybe I would like to call the principal at this juncture. As he welcomes us to DTI, he will also welcome to this, the region. And therefore, that is the second, so that he gives, before he gives his speech, he could also take that opportunity to welcome us all on board. Karibu Bwana Principal, let us clap for him as he comes.
Our guest of honor, parents, and all our distinguished guests, good morning. Let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the 67th graduation of the Dairy Training Institute. On behalf of the Deputy County Commissioner, actually send his apologies because we are having a departmental heads meeting in this sub-county of NAIVASHA, and it's a very important meeting, and that's why you don't see quite a number of the representation from the national government. Nonetheless, you are most welcome to this graduation. We cherish this moment because it is, we have come to the end of a very long journey, especially for our graduates. It has been a struggle. For the parents, they have put a lot of resources. To our teaching staff, they've done a lot. And to all of you in one way or another, we have contributed to the success of this process. So I'll straight away go into my official speech. Our guest of honor, representative of the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, here represented happily by Mr. Boniface Simba, who is our Director of Administration at the State Department for Livestock Development. The Director of Livestock Production, aptly represented by his Deputy Director, Mr. Evans Makoha, representative of the Director of Veterinary Services, Chief of Training, Directorate of Livestock Production, Madam Halima Nenkare. I want to welcome her to DTI. She's our first function here, and I wish we could give her a clap kindly. She's our new Chief of Training at the Directorate of Livestock Production, and you're all aware, the Office of the Chief of Training is very important for coordination of national matters of the training institutions. So she's our good boss at the headquarters, and her presence here is a blessing because the agenda of DTI is going to be well addressed at the headquarters. I also recognize the representation from our examination office. My fellow principals from sister institutes here represented today by Principal Nyaururu, Mr. Wambugu. Wambugu, you could wave wherever you are. Thank you. He is our principal. Thank you so much, Principal. Thank you. The son, sorry for that slip of the tongue. Yes, the boy Karugu, he was my good friend. The son. Thank you. So our invited guests, fellow staff of Dairy Training Institute, the graduates, continuing students, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Dairy Training Institute community to welcome you all to the 67th graduation ceremony of the Dairy Training Institute. You have taken time to be from your busy schedule to join us today for this second graduation ceremony in a period of less than 3 months. Guest of honor, we are doing a graduation in under 3 months. Basically, the reason is because we had the COVID problem, COVID-19 challenge, and it led to a situation where we were going to have a backlog of graduates or graduates who were waiting at home, waiting for their time to be graduated. And that could take almost a year or so. So we decided now we are going to have this graduation so that we could overcome that problem of the backlog. And therefore, we decided we are going to have a graduation soon, despite having a graduation just recently, another one. Guest of honor, sir, today we celebrate the achievements of our graduates who have worked tirelessly to achieve qualifications that will enable them to be gainfully employed in the dairy value chain. Before you, sir, are 198 students who will be awarded certificates and diplomas. We have diploma in dairy production and processing, which has 22 graduates. We have certificate in dairy technology and management, which has 40 graduates. And we have certificate in dairy production and management, which has the highest number of 136 graduates. Sir, these graduates have been prepared meticulously by a team of trainers who have spared no effort to ensure that they do not only impart knowledge, skills, and attitude in the technical area, but also on life skills. I want to take this opportunity to thank my team of trainers, the lecturers, for remaining dedicated to their work and their profession. Sir, allow me to introduce members of the teaching fraternity of the Dairy Training Institute. Kindly, wherever you are, walimu simameni, wave to our guest of honor. That is the big team that I have here. If you want Sir, I want to appreciate them in a special way because they have really dedicated themselves to this process. And this is one team that I really cherish because without them, DTI would not be the way it is. They really sacrifice a lot despite the challenges they are going through. And this graduation is also a testimony of the work that they have done. Sir, within this graduating cohort, we have 3 international students from Burundi. These students were fully supported by the Kenya government. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you and your ministry for having given this opportunity to these international students. This goes a long way in boosting our confidence in our ability to produce manpower to serve in the international dairy value chain. At this juncture, sir, I would like to inform you that we have a lot of interest from the government of Eritrea to bring in students, their students to be trained at Dairy Training Institute to support their dairy value chain back at home. As an institute, with a national mandate on capacity building on matters dairy, DTI continues to offer quality, competent-based training to her clients in the dairy industry. Sorry for that. It continues to offer quality services for the growth of the dairy development industry and also for implementation of the government's agenda on bottom-up transformation agenda, which is better known as BETA. We also recognize that the government has chosen dairy value as one of its top priorities in the livestock industry. We take pride in our place in the dairy sector, subsector, for supplying competent workforce to the industry, as this supports the government's agenda in promoting dairy production in the country and also improving the livelihoods of the dairy farmers. We continue to have high numbers of students willing to enroll for our course in each year. This year alone, our intake has increased by 27%, having 256 students last year. But today we have over 370 students. There is this growth has particularly been witnessed in the certificate in dairy production and management course. As we celebrate this occasion, most of our past graduates have been fully absorbed by the industry, and I'm confident the same will happen to the ones graduating today. If they have not, I think quite a number have gotten some placement. This is motivating as it serves as a seal of approval of our hard work and of our graduates. Sir, DTI has a vision of becoming a dairy center of excellence for capacity building and outreach services in the region. This reality is marked by the strides made in partnership with our stakeholders and your unwavering support. Allow me, sir, to thank all the industry players who have partnered with DTI, some of whom are represented here. And I would like to mention Mevet Dairy from Kirinyaga, they are here. DMK Dairy from Odaya are also represented here. They are our partners, and many others who continue supporting us. We have organizations like the CALRO, whom we are working closely. Kenya Dairy Board, we are also working closely with them, and other private milk processors and cooperatives. Allow me to thank the various organizations that have worked closely with us to achieve our mandate. These organizations include the Egerton University, who moderate our exams. The University of Nairobi also gives us professional advice, and other institutions. Sir, allow me to mention in a special way the support we have received from the county government of Nakuru through the area member of county assembly, the MCA. I don't know if there's any representation. The MCA of the area has really supported us in a very big way. He's a good friend of Dairy Training Institute. A few months ago, the road leading to DTI from the highway was impassable. But when we had a discussion with the Nakuru County Government Assembly and also stakeholders of DTI, we were able to team up and upgrade the 6-kilometer access road from the highway to DTI. It now takes about 5 minutes only, unlike 20 or 25 minutes which we were doing before. And we are very grateful for this development.
If you want to hear that tune again, somebody say,
in particular, the improved access road will make our conference facility more attractive. We have a conference, the Dairy Center for Innovative Learning, which offers conferencing and accommodation services. And this improvement of the road will in a very big way impact on that service. We also thank your officer because you've continued to support us financially. Sir, I'm grateful I'm grateful for the continued support your ministry has been offering this institute, both in its recurrent and development activities. This year, the Dairy Training Institute has been allocated 50 million shillings for development and 24 million shillings for our recurrent expenditure. The development funds will go towards procurement of a minibus, which we have started the process. It will also go towards construction of a students' hostel, which will accommodate about 100 students, and also for our farm development, where we carry out most of the livestock duties for our students. Out of our current recurrent budget, the greatest component goes to food and rations. Due to the increasing high prices of foodstuffs and the increased enrollment, this allocation is not adequate. We are therefore and in the budget processing, in the budget making process that is ongoing, we have made our presentation and we hope we shall be supported. As an institute, we took advantage of the long rains to improve our institute's farm productivity. Currently, we have put 50 acres of land under pasture, 20 acres of land under maize silage, and in store now we have over 1,500 bales of hay for feeding our livestock during the dry season. Guest of honor, sir, allow me to report that the Dairy Training Institute has fully complied with the government's directive by meeting the 25% threshold for onboarding of our services onto the e-citizen platform. So far, our institute has onboarded the following services: application and payment for students' admission, application and payment for accommodation and conferencing services, application and payment for short courses. These three onboarded services have enabled us to achieve the minimum percentage for onboarding of services within the first year. And we have gone live on these services. So when you log on to the e-citizen platform, you'll be able to access our services. Guest of honor, sir, like any other functional institution, our operations have not been without challenges. Allow me, sir, to just mention a few challenges. The increased student enrollment has strained our workforce. The teaching staff here are not enough, and therefore we require more staff to really manage this increasing enrollment. We also suffer from high staff turnover. Most of our staff are retiring, and also others are being transferred out of the institute. Kindly, sir, allow us to get more staff, and maybe you could influence for the recruitment of new staff. For the conference facility to be efficiently managed, we are requesting for permanent staff to help run the facility. We are also requesting for permanent staff to help run the students' kitchen. All these areas are being manned at the moment by casuals. The DTI has over 40 casuals, and it is straining on our resources. For better knowledge management, the institute requires modern ICT facilities, and we are requesting that we be connected with the government-sponsored fiber optic internet connection. Sir, also, we have a problem of staff stagnation. Most of our staff have stagnated in their current position, and it could boost their morale if we could consider promoting them. We are also in need of a permanent institute nurse who can respond to medical issues in the institute. My appreciation, sir, goes to the ministry for ensuring that we are facilitated with the right environment and resource for discharge of our duties. Sir, we remain committed to the cause of our duty, and we assure you of our highest level of commitment to work, and we shall deliver accordingly. To the graduates, I now turn to the graduates who are more than our chief guests today. To the graduates, you have successfully gone through a rigorous training program, and you are now ready to meet the challenges in the real world. I wish to reiterate that Dairy Training Institute has the confidence in you, and we believe that nothing will deter you from giving the best to the labor market and industry. We release you, go and practice what you've learned for the development of this country. We also encourage you to continue furthering your education, because education is the key to success in life, and there is no end to education. Sir, now may I take this opportunity, sir, to wish all our graduates well, and so that we see their fruits, and which can also help them in their lives. Sir, before I come to the end of my speech, I wish to bring to the attention of the Dairy Training Institute that we have just lost one of our former staff members, Mr. Peter Mwenze. Mwenze served in this institute for over 15 years, and he had just recently been transferred to the ministry headquarters, working in the office of the Director of Livestock. I wish to call upon this congregation to stand up for a minute of silence in honor of Peter Mwenze. Thank you so much, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. Finally, may I take this opportunity to thank all of you for finding time to be with us. Family. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Easy. Allah. Allah. Allah.
At this juncture, sir, allow me to welcome the Chief of Training at the Dairy Training Institute to give our remarks. Asante sana.
Jambo. Jambo. Welcome to Dairy Training Institute. Guest of honor, sir. All the invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to stand before you this morning and this afternoon to witness the first graduation ceremony as a head of training in the Department of Livestock Production. And I am very encouraged by what I see and what I hear. In the Department of Livestock Production, we have several training institutes. This is our premier training institute and our dairy center of excellence for many years. You have heard it is our 67th graduation. And we are proud of this institution. A lot of students have passed through this institution, and we feel proud that out there we have a name and we have a brand. So we look forward to having many more. We also have a livestock training institute in Wajir, training also in certificate and diploma courses. We have a National Beekeeping Institute, training on beekeeping. We have a National Rabbit Institute in Ngong.
The Beekeeping Institute is in Lenana in Nairobi. The Rabbit Institute is in Ngong, Kajiado County. And those are some of the institutions that we have in our department. We also have our other sister institutes. We have Ahiti Nyahururu, we have Ahiti Ndomba, and Ahiti Kabete. All those are institutions that train our students in animal health and animal production courses. So we are happy that we have that. Na tunashukuru wazazi kwa kutuletea wanafunzi kwa hizo taasisi zetu zote, na tunaomba muendelee kutuletea wanafunzi wengine. Chief guests, we have been told here that the world is waiting for the graduates, and we expect them to do their best as far as they have been trained. We expect them to uphold professional ethics. Agriculture is a service industry. So you are there to give service, and we expect that you give the best service that you would also want to receive. And charity begins at home. So we expect that when you go home, you can start by practicing what you have learned here, so that our parents can see the difference that this institution has made to you. So wazazi, tunaomba wanafunzi wakirudi nyumbani, tuwaulize wafanye vile wamefundishwa hapa. Tunatarajia kwamba kama ni yogurt, wanaweza kutengeneza yogurt nyumbani, kwa sababu wamefundishwa namna ya kutengeneza yogurt na maziwa mala na vitu vingine vingi katika setting ya nyumbani. So sio lazima iwe ni setting ya idara kama hii. So we are happy and we look forward that with this bottom-up transformation agenda, we have empowered you with the tools and with the knowledge and skills